Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Three Count Commentaries. This is your boy Mongo Slade, and I've been saying this since Monday Night Raw, February the 1st. Was it February the 1st? Yes, February the 1st. A lot of people, well, since Sunday night, to be quite honest, a lot of people just been saying, "Who is Bad Bunny?" And then the Ryan Satin video came out, I think Tuesday morning, or was it Monday morning, where basically he's talked about people not being up on pop culture because Bad Bunny is one of the biggest multi-million dollar, uh, one of the biggest streamed, most known stars in all the music, and that people don't know who he is, and that's their fault because it's okay to be uneducated on pop culture or behind in pop culture or whatever, and I just started seeing like this outpouring of people catching attitudes, people getting in their feelings, and so I said like, it seems to me that maybe WWE is not out of touch. That maybe it's the fans that are out of touch. And it's just a question. It's not a statement, right? Like, is it possible that you, as a person who dwells within the wrestling bubble, thinks things that are untrue, right? Or there are things that you don't know that you are somehow, intimidated by not knowing. For instance, these people don't know celebrities. I remember seeing when Offset, one of the members of the Migos, it's a rap group, came on SmackDown. He was wearing Ric Flair's robe, and I think he was doing like something with Charlotte. He had made a song called Ric Flair Drip. Rappers love Ric Flair, by the way. So Ric Flair is not out of touch with like 20-year-old rappers, and the guys was 50 when they were born. So he's a pop culture icon. But, these people are like, who is Offset? And, who is that? And this was just 2 years ago. This was in 2019. People didn't know who the Migos was. And look, the Migos isn't the biggest rap group of all time or anything, but they were one of the rap groups that, people in the hood talked a lot about. I never listened to them. I stopped listening to rap music in 2015, so I didn't know who they were. But I also understand that I don't turn on my TV. So there's a lot of people I don't know who they are. When Raw comes with these crazy guest stars, and I didn't know who. Like, I knew who Machine Gun Kelly was. That he was one of the people that I had listened to when I used to listen to mixtapes. I had heard something rather, not sit down and really listen to them. But oftentimes I don't listen to new music anymore. So no, I didn't know who Bad Bunny was either until I saw Booker T tweeting about the song that was named after him, and I decided to go hear it. And then I saw how many fucking, people had watched the video and how huge the comment section was and everything. I was like, oh, this guy must be pretty popular. I don't even have Spotify, so I don't know what the streaming is like. I am a boomer in mindset, right? But you have a lot of people who are like, WWE is run by a 70-year-old man. Of course he doesn't know anything about pop culture. And it's like, they have more significant celebrities and different things like that than anywhere else, And we have this weird disconnect where the fans think they are the ones who are up on pop culture when they don't know the biggest Latin rap star in the world. They didn't know one of the biggest black rap stars at the time. I'm not saying he's like, Jay-Z or anything like that. They didn't know who he was either. So it's like, what bubble do they live in where this can be real? They continue listening to, and to further be in the bubble, how can the company that they keep claiming is declining and failing and going out of business? I just saw What Culture talking about, oh, the wrestlers are too old, so WWE is declining and failing and going out of business. Same thing, I just did a video about Dave Meltzer saying something similar. Because these guys, y'all get this stuff from Dave Meltzer. So, so I already handled the head of the snake. I don't need to go through the rest of this stuff. But it's like, how can a company that you say is failing continue to make record profits, continue to get billion-dollar deals? How is this happening? How is it happening that they continue to make more money, even though you keep saying they're declining and they're failing and all this shit? Both of those things cannot be true, right? Both of those things cannot be true. It cannot be true that you're failing and making more money than ever. That's not possible. So somebody is lying. And since we know that the financials are released in public, the person who is lying is you. Because you're delusional. It's like, it's telling people that, The average fan is tired of seeing the same old people, and but it's like every time they have a Legends night or something like that, the ratings increase. People always want to see, at least if it's just a general interest thing. It creates a sense of urgency because we think that the Legends are actually going to do something that night, or who are they going to interact with? What are they going to do? Not necessarily are they going to push forward a storyline, because maybe they will. It's not necessarily that they're going to fight somebody, because maybe they will, maybe they won't. We don't know. You know, it's ludicrous. It's this idea that people who sell out small buildings and sell a couple of T-shirts through Pro Wrestling Tees is a big superstar, but somebody who sells twice as much and a show that's seen by 2 times as many people is failing. Like that sort of mindset is it's delusional. It is absolutely delusional. So maybe it's not WWE that's out of touch. Maybe it's you. I don't turn on my TV. All right. I don't know who the fuck Florida Georgia Line is. Sorry. I don't know. I have no idea. Nor do I care. Because I walk away from most music segments anyway. I don't give a shit who it is. You could put fucking Nas and Bone Thugs-n-Harmony in a concert for 40 minutes on Raw. I'm probably not going to sit there and watch it. And I love Nas and Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, but I'm not about to sit here and watch the TV to see them for 40 fucking minutes. So I'm going to walk away. So when Bad Bunny did his performance at the Royal Rumble, I walked off. I already seen the music video. So I just walked off. End of story. It was a bathroom break for me. Why everybody else flipped their lid and decided to really act up about it is beyond me. And what made it even more insane is that you had wrestlers now coming out saying, it's okay not to know, but go educate yourself, because this is the biggest Latin rap star in the world, and it's okay for you to not know. And then, of course, it became an identity politics thing where the Latin fans are like, look at all these white people who don't know anything about Latin music saying that Bad Bunny isn't a big star. And then once that stuff starts happening, it's all over the place. Like, they started, I think it's Voices of Wrestling, who started this whole WWE has never made any new stars. And then somebody said, what about Bianca Belair? They just made her a star on Sunday. And they was like, no, she's not a star yet. Meanwhile, fucking Hot 97 is talking about Bianca Belair. Voices of Wrestling don't know shit about Hot 97. Hot 97 has made so many rap stars through playing their music and talking about them and getting involved in what they're doing and pushing them. Now you got Hot 97 pushing Bianca Belair. You can't, you have to pay attention to this stuff. And I get it that maybe you don't know about the demographic, that, Bianca Belair, is the representation, quote unquote, of black women. And, Hot 97 plays mostly rap music and mostly current rap music. I don't listen to Hot 97 at all, but I know the significance of the radio station. But then again, I am black, and Hot 97 has been one of the main reasons of me falling into certain rappers is because Hot 97 was such a big deal in helping push these guys to other radio stations and pushing them in the New York market. And now you have them doing the same thing to Bianca Belair, where they're writing articles about her and they're talking about her, and different other markets are also picking her up. And she's been retweeting this stuff. So all you really need to do is go to her Twitter account and see that she is beginning this outpouring of support from various different industries. That's all you need to do is look at that and be like, damn, okay, maybe she is becoming a star. Maybe she is a big deal, And then they'll switch the thing, but they're not increasing viewership. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? People are paying more attention to what they do online than what they do on TV. That's the boomer mindset, And Meltzer is still talking about this stuff. The 18 to 49 demographic. Yeah, but people younger than that do not watch TV. Most people do not watch TV. All right, that's what you don't get. Sure, we're talking about Raw and SmackDown TV ratings, but who gives a shit when they can get tons of views on YouTube and people are requesting them to come to their radio station to talk to them in local markets and big local markets and demographics that WWE needs to build upon for the future. How about we should be talking about that instead of, well, look at the viewership. It's like, what the fuck are you talking? Nobody cares about that shit. TV is dying. Okay? TV networks have fat sacks of cash because for years they've had domination over the entertainment business, but that shit is now slowly but surely going down. And the entire TV business knows this. This isn't something that I'm making up. Variety, Deadline, other types of uh, TV entertainment business websites follow this stuff. The decline in television, the decline in cable. This stuff is being talked about by everybody. Why the fuck is not the wrestling guys talking about how TV fucking sucks? Yes, TV sucks. Guess what? Everybody's going to be streaming sooner or later. So you see all of these different things like New Japan doing Roku and Defy and all these other channels that go into Pluto TV, and WWE is doing something with Peacock. It should make sense to you if you're putting it together that people are getting the fuck out of the TV business, they're getting the fuck out of the pay-per-view business, and they're getting onto these streaming services, they're getting onto these fucking apps. You should be paying attention. Because either they can't be out of touch if they're making good business decisions, and you are, critiquing that business decision, and like, well, I don't know how good of an idea it is. I don't know how good of a plan it is. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's great. Thumbs up. You're the fucking delusional one. If what you are saying can be directly disproved by a relevant metric, either change your opinion or just admit that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you're like, who is Bad Bunny? And then you get told who Bad Bunny is, and you're like, oh, well, I didn't know that. Cool. That's how I was. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Then you have other people who are like, nobody knows this guy. He doesn't even speak English. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Stop being an idiot. Stop being an absolute moron. Because these same idiots are like, creaming their panties because Kenta is on TV. Like, Kenta barely speaks fucking English. What you think New Japan is relevant to the wider audience and Bad Bunny isn't? Bad Bunny has way more fans than fucking New Japan. Bad Bunny has more fans than WWE. Like, this stuff is there's levels to this shit. So you have to ask yourself sometimes, and I'm not saying all the time, but is the wrestling fan of the one that's out of touch? Because it seems like it. In the last several years, it's been this way. The last several years, it's been the wrestling fans that have been completely, I don't know who that guy is, making a big deal about who that guy is and not knowing basic fucking celebrities, not knowing business metrics are changing, not following business trends. This type of stuff has been disastrous for the wrestling for the wrestling fans. It's been disastrous. And I'm sitting here watching it and saying to myself, they keep talking about WWE is not making new stars. And of course that and this has become another identity politics thing, because some of the women I've seen on Twitter have said, when they say they haven't made any new stars in a new decade, they of course are, ignoring all of the women. And I said, identity politics actually made sense in that point, because you did have Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Bayley, you got Bianca Belair right now. You have, numerous other women that have come through. The Bella Twins changed, or helped change the business. So you're talking about, yeah, you are discounting the women, and it was like, it's a boomer mindset to focus on one thing and not really look at everything else. And yes, I've been one of the biggest critics of their desire to push the women at the top, but it is what it is. It happens. It's, it has some degree of success. I'm not going to deny the degree of success it is. That would be dumb. That would be being a boomer in mindset. But again, I don't turn on my TV. So if somebody who's outside of wrestling shows up, hell, half the time I don't know who most of the wrestlers are. I didn't know who the fuck Orange Cassidy was. When he showed up on TV, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then when people started telling me, oh, he's one of the biggest indie wrestlers of all time, I'm like, okay, let's see what he got. Oh, wait, he shin kicks people? He does this stuff? And then people are like, you just don't know how the business is going. I'm like, yeah, maybe I don't. But I see now that since using your own metrics of he's not gaining viewers, seems like nobody else is up on it either. It's delusional. It's delusional. And you still got Dave Meltzer today, February the 4th, 2021, still arguing that AEW was doing good attendance when they were, before the pandemic, when they were performing in front of half empty buildings. just like WWE was. But he swore up and down they were selling out all over the place. And then people were telling you, like Dave, that were scalpers who were buying up the tickets and reselling them. Oh, no, 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 no. He's been doing that for over a year. Like, that's boomer mindset. You can look at the fucking shows and see that the crowd is half fucking there. I don't need special information. I have my fucking eyeballs. I can see. I can see that the building was empty. Just like you can see it when Raw was or SmackDown was half empty. You know? Like, this stuff is ridiculous. And it's all together nonsense. And wrestling fans need to do better. You need to do better. You know? Educate yourselves. Look at other different things and learn. You know? And I don't want to just be like, well, they're white guys, so, because that's not always the problem. Some white guys do know. You know, it's just that these quote unquote hardcore wrestling fans who live in the wrestling bubble, who think that, you know, New Japan is the key to victory for AEW, that think that, you know, well, they're getting like nobody Latin stars. It's like, come on, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's okay. You know, just say, look, I'm not hip. I don't know. Teach me. Tell me something. You know? And nobody's telling you to go do a full research project on it. But by God, at least, you know that I'm not up on this and move along. You know, let other people be excited. And, you know, it's okay to not know. It's okay to, you know, have new things appear. And, you know, it's okay. Stop being a boomer. All right, so spread the good word of 3Count Commentaries by utilizing the hashtag 3Count Commentaries. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for your time and patience, and I'll talk to you guys later. And if you want to send me some money, you can via Cash App. That's a good thing, and also appreciate that.